A leader is someone who's able to recognize where the values are behind what's happening. That takes being able to listen closely with one another. That takes me being able to say, what are my values and what are the things I can compromise on? And what are the things that I can't compromise on at all? And where do I find my voice in the middle of that process?
We learned a lot about leadership because that's what Artify was about, leadership. I'm Justice, I'm 13, and I am an Accept member.
Accept is a group of youth and young adults, ages 13 to 25, from across Texas who are working together to try to make sure that youth have what they need to be able to follow their dreams and then be able to make sure that they're able to live healthy, productive lives. So some of the ways we do that are through events like Artify, through annual gatherings, through speaking at presentations, and conferences. There's a lot of ways that Accept gets youth involved. We've reached out to a variety of different organizations, including different juvenile justice departments, different local mental health authorities, different nonprofit organizations.
I got involved in Accept because I was going through a lot right before Accept, and I was like, I want to make a change in my life. I want to be a good person and a better person than I am now. Accept is very, very fun, and you can be yourself, and you don't have to put up a front, like a mask. You can just be yourself and put in your input and say what you want to say, not what this person wants.
We're trying to build a sustainable pathway so that young people are heard, so that when they're at the table, their voices are treated as authentic and as meaningful and as if they're experts, because they are. They know what works, they know what doesn't work, they know what the needs of other youth are, they know the strengths. And if we can capitalize on that, if we can use that experience, then our opportunity to succeed as professionals and make the difference that brought us into these fields is just so much greater.
Youth Voice is where youth can put their input in adult conversations and have a say in what's going to happen instead of just the adults.
Artify is a beginning of a conversation in each community where we help to provide skills, we help to connect youth with other supportive adults, we help to show really that the fine arts can be used as a powerful medium and a channel for creating change in the local community. We're bringing communities and organizations in those communities together in ways that we're wrestling with difficult conversations. And we're not just ignoring the issues, but we're addressing them head on. And we're saying, what is there that we can do to collaborate? We do these activities, and what begins to happen is they suddenly begin to see, you know what, there's a lot of people that have gone through something similar. You have people like A.D. Carson, who is this powerful activist and now a professor at the University of Virginia, who's able to speak to the importance of being able to use your experience to make a difference in your community.
Young people are going to inherit the world. I think in order for the world to change in the ways that it needs to change, we need to be listening to the people who are going to inhabit that world. Today, I really kind of spoke about owning one's own voice. The idea that there may be things that happen in your life or things that you go through that may be embarrassing or may be really difficult to talk about, but there's a way that owning the narration of that story is empowering, and using one's ability to tell one's story then puts that person in the proper position to have a kind of power that doesn't exist without taking control of that narrative. I really hope they took from the talk that, there are ways that you can take a circumstance where you might feel like a victim and turn that into some semblance of victory.
The power of Youth Voice is that you have this powerful resource that's in your community. You have these powerful leaders in your community, not future leaders, leaders right now who you can develop. You have these experts who know what works and doesn't work where you are. And if you're not using them, if you're not gaining that input in ways that's authentic, in ways that's meaningful, in ways that avoids tokenism, decoration, and manipulation, if you're not using them, we're missing out.
Accept has really changed my life completely. It really made it easier for me to think, to be a leader, to be a better friend. It's helped me a lot. Accept is a group of youth that are making a change and trying to change the world.